Welcome back again for the restart the next session regarding the social engineering. Thanks, Priyaman. And first half, we just basic idea from Dr. Sikha Krishna. Now, second part, AI in social engineering and some case study, discuss our senior trainer, Sri Nitin Sarji, Nitin Kumar Garg sir. Already the very first day, he delivered one session regarding AI in cyberspace, cyber security. Today, same AI implementation regarding the social engineering upcoming trends, and warm welcome to him for this session. And hopefully you are all enjoying again his presentation and session. So Nitin sir, you are welcome here. And just sir, give permission for 3 to 4 minutes. So just wait for 3 to 4 minutes for him, and it will be start. Okay, thank you.
Hello, good morning to all of you. Am I audible? Are you able to recognize me? I am one who have taken your first lecture. Okay, okay, fine. Loud and clear. Okay, fine. So, any doubt so far? If you anyone has doubt, we can discuss this. Take this one. Any doubt so far? Any general doubt in any topic? So yesterday I have shared one case study also. It was my I have personally felt the dream. So with little bit one question I have left about that. I will take this case study also in today's session. So prior to this session, Madam Sikha, I think already covered the basic of social engineering. She is very well known expert in the field of social engineering. So regarding his lecture, her lecture also, if you have any doubt you want to discuss, you can discuss me. And after that, we are going to take this topic. So this is our course, human centric, that we have discussed. Today's topic is modern AI and social engineering. Modern AI and social engineering. And by the cover diagram itself, you can see in the first case, what does it mean? We are behaving. Hello, now audible? Now my volume is audible? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So in the cover diagram also you can find out in the first one, this is first one, this is second one. In the first one you can find out, okay, this is the manual scenario. This is the manual scenario, and other man is controlling my thoughts, okay, controlling me, and I am behaving just like a puppet. I am totally under control of some other person. Okay, this is a one scenario. In another one, machines controlled by other robots. Okay, machines controlled by other robots or the other person. So both are taking shape. Both are taking shape. In this AI is there. In this AI is there. This first one is the without AI case. Is that clear? Is that clear? Can anybody tell what do you mean? What do you mean about the social? What do you mean about the social engineering? It is the most complicated, or you can say most latest version or in the form of attacks, or in the form of cyber security phenomena. It is the latest dimension that comes to from the cyber security field. Okay, from the manipulating the people's brain. Yeah, definitely people's brain, but it is quite impossible to manipulate the brain, to understand the brain, to understand the uh, particular person brain. It is the most difficult task, and most one thing is also there, it is very difficult to read the female brain. Okay, I'm just joking. It is written somewhere. That's why I have discussed. So how can you manipulate this one if you are not able to read her brain? So how can you manipulate this? Okay, simply joking, but it is very difficult. It is very difficult. So we will see some points in today's discussion, and at any moment, if you are not agree with my point, or if you feel some conflict, so immediately stop me and ask me. Okay, and interact with me in WhatsApp also, WhatsApp group also. You can interact with me personally also over the WhatsApp. You can interact with me. I am fully at your disposal, at your end. Okay, there is no question of trainer or trainee. There is just a knowledge sharing platform, and without sharing a knowledge, it will be a one-way communication. This is about the ALTTC. I have already discussed in every PPT. I take this. Again, question starts about the speaker. Who am I? And what about I am? I will discuss later in the last PPT. What what the answer will be? Sarah? 24. Excellent. You are my volunteer from today's lecture. I will ask question from you, Pradhanji, and Varun. Yeah, good. It is very easy. 24 into 2. Yeah, good, Mohanji. How are you? 48 into 2. Yeah, actually, knowing the cyber security, knowledge of cyber security is just like that, to calculation of these. Okay, but on the other hand, if somebody asks you, or there is a assignment to you to deploy the cyber security, it is this one, calculating this one for a 2 seconds without the helping of calculator. Is that clear? Because there is no single bullet. Okay, there is no single bullet, silver bullet. Okay, you just fired it and just ho gaya. No, it is not like that. You have to plan accordingly, and whenever you are discussing about the human brain, it is a much most complex body organ inside the human body, inside the human body. Is that clear? Whenever you are discussing about the human brain, it itself a complicated, and whenever you are doing a cyber security, you are designing some phenomena or the methodology to obtain the cyber security, that for the thing that like a human brain, it is a most difficult task. It is a most difficult task. Is that clear? All of you agree with this? 125 years back, the brain is wider than the sky. Okay. Amid Dixon, a great American poet of that time, around 125 years back, in a one poem, already mentioned the brain is wider than the sky, the brain is deeper than the sea, the brain is just the weight of the God. All of you agree with this or not? Because these are the basic fundamentals. This shows the power of brain. This is shows the power of brain, and it is only a brain inside our body that is the only organ through which we can execute. That's why always be thankful to the Almighty for the healthy brain and healthy mind. Is that clear? All of you agree with this? Please be interactive. Yes, good. What is mind? Is different. Mind is different with the brain. Answer is yes. Answer is yes. Okay, mind with brain equals to consciousness. We all live in a consciousness, and thanks to Almighty, we have in the consciousness. It's all only the consciousness. We are taking the breath, otherwise, we are just like a dust. We are just like a dead body if we don't have the consciousness. It's all about the consciousness. Is that clear? Some spiritual things will come inside this one, because whenever we discuss about the mind and brain, spirituality will definitely come. It is a SQ, spiritual quotient, and it is a big threat for the artificial intelligence. Whenever your machine will obtain the spiritual quotient from the human, that means it will be a threat, big threat for the human and the humanity. Is that clear? What is digital dust? Any idea, Mohanji? What is digital dust? Okay, what you serve whenever you are online, you always basically generate the digital dust. Okay, whatever you are doing, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are observing over the online, and whenever you are online over the internet, it always generates the digital dust. And when dust is there, definitely footprint will also be there. Do you agree with this or not? Whenever dust is there, your footprint will also be there. That means you leave some mind for the others during this surfing. And what about this? This generate more informed, more demanding, more connected, and changing habits. This is the today's internet demand from the human point of view, and that generates the zettabytes of data that I have discussed in the previous lecture. Zettabyte at present 35 to 40 zettabytes internet data is there entire the globe, and it will going increasing, and we are moving towards the ZZB, that is zillions of bytes of data. Zillions means uncountable, infinity. We are reaching towards the infinity. Every action online creates the digital dust. This is the simple definition. Every action online creates the digital dust. Okay. And whatever intelligence we want to create, whether in the form of social intelligence, social engineering, or some other else, we will generate from this digital dust. Is that clear? That means in this digital dust, some parameters of our thinking, liking, behavior will also be there. And from this, we will construct the building. Oh, Miss Sara or the Varun or Mohanji, how they look like? What is their way of thinking? Whatever what they like, what they don't like. Okay, what type of their demand is. So everything we can generate from the digital. How is digital different from the digital footprint? Sambalji, basically digital dust is there whenever we are online. Definitely whenever we are online is online available, that means we are generating the digital dust. Over that, if dust is there, whenever we are walking through this, whenever we move, we leave the digital footprint, we leave the sign of footprint. Okay. And what about the hackers or the bad elements or the good elements? They basically see or observe your footprint. What size of footprint is there, what type of data inside this footprint is there. From this sand quality of digital dust is there, what type of data you have served, what is your liking, what is your thinking, what appropriate thing you liked. Suppose you are watching some web series. In this entire web series, some portion you rewind basically 9 times or 10 times. Some, it may be some song or some dialogue or some maybe. So that means your footprint will be a more bigger than earlier footprints. Okay, that means it will be a input for me to take that footprint from your digital dust. Is that clear? Okay, fine. Sarah, I am making sense. Is that clear what I want to tell? I am telling this one is clear to all of you. Yeah, thank you. The more we online, the more digital dust we leave. The digital dust, and this digital gives birth to Internet of Behavior. It is the advanced version of Internet of Things. I'm not going to cover the entire IOB, only just for reference point of view. I am sharing this one. Whenever we are discussing the social engineering, we cannot forget the power of Internet of Behavior. At present, we are living in the era of Internet of Behavior. At present, we are living in the era of Internet of Behavior. Is that clear? Sarah, one thing I want to ask to you, what is the difference between the people and human? What is the difference between the people and human? Okay, no, it is no, no question is a hard. Okay, everything is just like a sharing and knowledge. Okay, let me tell this one. This one, human is named as a group of people. No, 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 wrong. It is not like that. Whenever we say the people, it is only a people. It is a user experience. Okay, it is a user only. But when we say the human, that means we are putting our own feet in his shoes. That means empathy is there. Human means humanity is attached with this human. Okay, we have moved from people to human. People to human. Whenever we are going to develop some software application or we are doing something, always consider the human point of view, not forget about the people. Earlier era was the people. Nowadays we are living in the human, and it should be a human centric. Is that clear? I will take this in more detail in society 5.0. What about the differences there? I will make one diagram, and will it will make it clear where we are and where we want to go. Okay, I will draw one diagram in that lecture. Is that clear? And UX to HX, we have moved user experience to human experience, and DX means data transformation. Data transformation. We are moving towards the data transformation, okay, or digital transformation. Basically, it is a digital transformation. We are moving from one era to another era. An example of digital transformation is Industry 4.0. This also I will take in some lecture. Is that clear? Any doubt? The difference between the people and the human is clear? Wang, Sarah, it is clear? One thing is there, face tells so many things. Human face tells so many things. Do you agree with this or not? In your life, have you observed at one moment one particular your friend is same, another moment it is a different one? Some tells lie, same friend tells, okay, look like unexpected way. Some will come for your help, on the other side same committed for the help, another side he or she denied. Is that, have you observed this one? Do you agree with this main question or not? In Hindi, one song is there. I don't know whether you are able to adopt this Hindi or not. दिल की बात बता देता है असली नकली चेहरा. That means the voice of heart can be identified from the face, whether it is a fake or the real. Do you agree with this sentence or not? Okay. Yes. This is anger. This is contempt, disgusting, fear, happiness, sadness, surprise. These are few one. These are few one. Okay, these are a very few one, and total 16,000 points are there on our face that can be identified, that can be captured by the IoT based cameras, and further can be sent for the artificial intelligence for further analysis, and very, very accurate, up to 5 times 9 reliability can be identified regarding the mood of that particular person or the behavior of that person. Can you imagine the magic of AI inside that? Whenever you are going for the shopping, and suppose your face posture is like that, AI based camera is there. it, it can access it can access the feedback from your face. There is no need to put the paper feedback or the button feedback or the digital feedback, or automatically AI based camera is there, and this is the theme of IOB, and automatically it will be behavior will be detected. There are so many cases studies. I'm not going to discuss about the IOB much more, but whenever we are discussing the social engineering, it is a must. Is that clear? Tara, it is clear? Varun? Okay, fine. Okay. All of you are happy with my pace, speed, content. or a little bit I need to do plus or minus something? Okay, give me the feedback. That's why it will be helpful for further lectures also. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me. Okay, it will be difficult for me because it is a problem in the online lectures. If otherwise, in case of offline, there is no issue. We face to face interaction is there. Whatever the things are there, all the things are open. Otherwise, in case of online, I think 50% already it is decayed. Okay, 50% already, and what I have only 50%. In 50%, I need to deliver whatever I want to. Okay, thank you, Jay Kumar ji. Okay. IoE, Internet of Everything, that contains Internet, things, people, data, and processor. This is the actual scenario. Network in things, people, data, and processor. Generate, collect, analyze, react, and predict. Okay, this is the actual scenario. This is the actual scenario. Every IoT data cycle needs to go through with this one. Okay, we will not go in much detail. Now come to the directly Internet of Behavior. Human behavior, the potential and express capacity of physical, mental, and social activity during the phases of human life. Now my question is, suppose you are going to hack this social engineering. Okay, if you are a social hacker, so is it a prerequisite you should be a good psychologist? What you say? Is it a prerequisite you should be a psychologist? No, 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 no. Okay, I'm coming to that. In this diagram, yes, React means internal communication, internal communication. That means first of all, IoT gather generate the data, then it collects the data, then it will send for the analysis point of view. Okay, after the analysis, it finds something is missing, something is illogical, something is illogical. Suppose after the analysis, it finds because AI is here also, AI is here also. It finds that something is illogical. In a one analysis, it comes that destroy particular thing, destroy command, it will execute. But that means it needs to react. It needs to react. It needs to react. Okay, it needs to react. Then it will react, and after the proper calibration, it will predict. Okay, it will cross check or feedback system will be there. Like big data analysis, yes, it is an example of big data. It is just like a big data. It is just like a big data. But nowadays, in case of Internet of Behavior, we are not interested in the big data. We are basically interested in the this one targeted data. That's why we put the AI here, here also. That's why cost will increase. We will put, otherwise, okay, we will not send entire data for the analysis. Whatever the relevant thing is there, we will take the data from, we will take that relevant data from this point. Is that clear? Sorry, is that clear? Okay, okay. Yes, my question was, psychologist is the prerequisite. Answer is no. But little bit you should be able to read the human face or the human mind. At least you should be aware. You should be aware what you want to do and how your target will work. Suppose you are a social engineer and I am a target. So you should be very well clear. It should be very much clear okay, what how I will behave, what is my liking, what you want to access from me. Okay, little bit knowledge is necessary, necessary, because otherwise it is not just like that. It is not a software program you will just simply run and it will capture from my brain. Otherwise it will be a fictitious movie. Otherwise it will be a fictitious movie on. Okay, so prior to that you should be, it should be very much clear. You should be at least at introductory level, do some work about me. Okay. Human development or developmental psychology is a field of study that attempts. That means psychology definitely comes into this one, and it is unofficially. I want to uh, say one thing: little bit knowledge of psychology will help. Little bit knowledge, because in case of IOB or the social engineering, your psychology is coming. Psychology is coming. So basically, you can read yourself one book of psychology. If you need, I can share in the WhatsApp group, but it will purely, if you demand this one, then only I will share some basic book of psychology. I can share, and you just as a novel, whenever you have free time, you can go. It will boost your knowledge, primary point of view, because as a technical person, nobody is interested to read this psychology book, but if you read this one, it will definitely one day it will help. And always train your brain with the learning. It is a continuous process till you have the breaths. Okay, then up to then, always continue the reading. Okay, always continue the reading. It is my basically my funda of life. Rest is on yours. Is that clear? I'm not going this complicated diagram. Feel, act, think. Okay, human behavior: feel, how it feels, how act, how think. Three things are there. So when thinking is there, definitely human brain is there. Yes, definitely wrong. Ethics and morality concerns should be mentioned here. Definitely, whenever we say the technology is capturing our brain, ethics will also be there. But the ethics and morality is basically a ideal things. Okay, it is very difficult to the identify the intention of that particular people, and further, ethics is very good whenever it is written in some book. One, whenever it is going to be followed, it is very tough. It is very tough, and the definition of ethics also vary. Some says it is he or she is a ethical hacker, some say non-ethical. But again, it is a very tough to define the who is ethical or who is non-ethical, because intention is there. Intention is attached inside that, and it is quite impossible to identify the intention of human. That is the basic thing, and no system can predict the intention of this one until we reach the VF 4.0. Whenever machine can identify the or can decode the spiritual quotient of the human brain, then only if this thing will be a possible. Definitely, so many parameters of ethics and rules are there. I can share if you require. This one, everybody knows, I think. I am skipping this video. How to create the mind? Brain, everybody knows how to create the mind. Okay, this is the human brain, and initially over the Google I have seen, because I am not from medical field, 80 billion neurons gifted by the at the time of birth, and all are synchronized by the super intelligence. You can say it is a God, Allah, supernatural power. You can find out. Otherwise, you can say some cosmic rays or whatever, in which power you believe. There is definitely some power is there. Otherwise, that will not be there. Okay, some people say death never occurs. It is a transformation in the another life. That's why some spiritual things will come regularly whenever we are discussing the mind and the brain. So how to create the mind? How to create the mind from the brain? That is the major concern. That is the major concern. Okay, so this is the brain about this one. And what about the autism? I don't know whether you have heard or not. Autism means these connections between these neurons are missing. Okay, these connections are missing. AI is helping in the daily routine of this one. Now it is a ray of hope for the patient who is suffering from the autism. Autism means the logical connection between the neurons are missing. Is that clear? Sarah, is there any doubt? These are some valuable quotes. I very rarely think in words at all. Thought comes in a may try. This is the brain versus mind. Okay, we will not go in much detail. How brain works? How brain works? Can anybody tell how brain works? In actual, nobody knows. Even doctor cannot find out how brain works. Okay, nobody knows. It is a mysterious, most mysterious and complex body organ inside the body. Okay, only thing is neurologist. No, 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 wrong. Doctor, even doctor can also cannot predict the how brain works. Okay, nobody knows. Neurons are there, these things are there. Only these are the fixtures one. Nobody, no doctor can show you this is the neuron of that body, of that brain particularly. That's why I have taken this one. Okay, so that's why I have taken brain is there. Brain mind can be considered as a software of that particular brain, and in case of social engineering or internet of behavior, we need to capture the mind basically. Okay, we need to capture the mind. Okay, so in actual, you are going to develop something in for which doctor also don't know about that body organ. Is that clear? Up to certain limit it is there. Okay, complete thing is logical, not a physical. Complete thing is logical. All of you agree with this or some conflict? Okay, can you complete this sentence? No complex. Okay, we can say simple in a jugglery form. Okay, forget about that. So can you complete this phrase? Bread and milk. Okay, for me it is a bread of jam, bread and jam. It can be a bread and butter, definitely. But why different? Bread and butter, definitely. Why it is different? Because mind behaves in a very different way. It don't work in a one way. That's why you can say it is a very complex for the software point of view to develop one system in which brain can be had. Brain can be had. Okay. Only thing is trial and hit and trial method. Hit and trial randomly. Okay, randomly. Is that clear? This example is clear. What do I want to share in this? Is that clear? The main thing is human brain works in a very different manner. Very different manner. Which line is big? It is a Miller effect. It is a Miller effect. You can find, you can search out in the Google also. Line number one is the bigger than the other one. Why it is so? No, not equal. First one is the bigger one. You can find out on the Google. Otherwise, I will share. Okay, one psychologist basically coined the term of Internet of Behavior. Gartner predicted the most trendy technology and catches eyeball of entire world. And as per the Gartner, from 2025 it will take the shape, and 2030, up to 2030, it will capture the 50% of world market. You can find out in from 2021. It is in the agenda of the Gartner. So people, whenever we say the people centricity, second, it seems the second one is bigger. Yeah, it seems it is basically a mind perception. It seems a mind perception. That's why basically I'm not justify the thing of the complex. Okay, so these are the few examples. These are the few examples whenever we discuss the IOB. So these are the basic things. But if this course is dedicated for Internet of Behavior, then entire thing I will cover. So I'm skipping this. Users data, behavioral psychology will be there. After that, behavioral analysis is there. That is the difference. That is the difference. In case of IoT, we have directly taken the data and then sent it for the collection and the analysis. But in case of Internet of Behavior, user data, behavior psychology, behavior analysis, then IoT devices, whatever the gateways or other things are there, then user experience and the product and service will be formed according to that. And this one is sufficient. By 2025, Gartner predicts activities of around 40% of the global population, more than 3 billion people, shall be tracked digitally with a view of to influence our behavior. There will surely be ethical ramification, but more fundamentally, IOV will let the world reimagining the existence of human beings in all the permitting digital world. And further, it all depends on how we look at things and not on how they are themselves. Okay, so this is the psychological means. Now come to the topic. What do you mean about the social? One example I can take from the IOB point of view for a 2 or 3 minutes. Sarah, my question is from you. Whenever you make shopping online, yes or no? Very quickly. Varun, you purchase your dresses or clothes online. My question is, Sarah, whether you purchase online your dresses, especially fabric material. When you purchase online, what you see, what you observe basically, what is your primary criteria? Basically a size, color, okay, and the traditional, okay, what is in demand nowadays. These, now it is clear. Now it is clear. Okay. So my question is, what you observe or what is your primary criteria when you shop online, especially in the fabric material, your clothes? Definitely, it will be a this one color and size and the which are in traditions. You will choose from this one. Is that clear? But my question is, yeah, online shop, online shop. But another side, I am asking, can you touch the cloth online? But when we, because when we shop offline, always our tendency is we want to touch the fabric basically. We want to see the quality of fabric, whether it is good or not, whether it is a cotton or particular type of silk or that or not. But in case of online, we cannot. But in case of internet of behavior, it can be possible. It can be possible. This is the magic of internet of behavior. How it will be, how it can be, how it will be possible, we will discuss it. I use some other course that deals with the internet of behavior. Is that clear? Have you got my point? My voice, are you getting or not? Sarah, Mohanji, meaning of social pertaining to society, relating to living in the society or the public as aggregated body. Meaning of social, ready to or disposed of in a mixed friendly convert. Social consisting in union or mutual intercourse. Or meaning of social, naturally growing in groups. Meaning of social, living in communities consisting of males, females, and neuters. That means, what does it mean? Whenever we say the social, it is more than one, more than once, or the group basically. Not only more than once, it is a group. When we say attach the word social, that means it is related to the society, and society means it is a group. It may be a small group, it can be a huge group. Is that clear? Wang? Yeah, the meanings refers to the situation definitely. But whenever we say the social, whenever we say the social, that means definitely it will be a group. It will be a group. It will be a society. Social word refers to the society. Okay, not like that you and your friend will make a group and it can be it is a social group. No, it is not like that. It is a two-way communication or three-way communication. Some other friend is there. That means some group, some gathering should be there that represent the society. That represent the society. That will be a voice of the society. Now, my question is, are you on FB, Insta, or WhatsApp? Tara, WeChat. Okay, fine, WeChat, wrong. Now, another side, my question is, are you on social media? Are you identify distinguish my question? Having on the Facebook or the Insta or WhatsApp doesn't mean that you are on the social media. Okay, because it inherits the definition of social. Social means gather some groups. Okay, some small group or big group. Okay, one or two friends you are having, and you have isolated your profile, locked your profile, nobody can see you, nobody can join you, and you and your friend or two or three or four or five group, they are communicating with you, and you are communicating with them. That it doesn't mean you are on the social media. Social media, the magic of social media, you can observe only whenever it will be a open-ended communication. Is that clear? Any doubt inside this? Is that clear? Okay. Mohanji, is that clear? Do you want to see the? Okay, no doubt. In no doubt also itself a doubt is there. Wang, do you want to see the magic of social media? How social media works? I can demonstrate in 5 minutes if you want. How social media works? Okay, okay. I'm sharing one PPT. Rough PPTs are there for my reference. I have made this one. I've taken the snap from some online platform, so I want to share. Okay. Is this visible to all of you? Is this visible to all of you? Two friends theory. One minute. KK, KK. One minute. Now, is it visible to all of you? Two friends theory. Yes. Okay, one. So this is one example. This is one example. Two friends. Okay, there is one semester is going on in the engineering university. Two friends. There is one classroom of 25 students, say, or 50 students. Say, these they are the two new friends. Okay, they are newly joined the student. Okay, they are talking in, they are in conversation with each other in a one meeting or the second meeting. One is asking, some information is shared. Okay, he is knowing some information about this. He is asking, how do you know? He is saying everyone knows. He is saying, okay, Wang, I'm coming to that point. Okay, he knows. He says, "Okay, everyone knows. Everyone knows." So here one question arises: if he only knows, then how everyone knows about him? There is some, definitely some logic is there, or some logic is missing inside that. So now some condition is there. Assume that 50 students are there in a class in the form of dots. So they will be connected like that, each other. They will be connected like each other in a 1 day or 2 day or 3 day. All will be a friend. All will be a friend. For example, two friends, three friends are there. In this diagram, you can find out Rama and Krishna are directly friends. Okay, Rama and Krishna are directly friends. Ramesh and Krishna are directly friends. But what about this Rama and Ramesh? What about this Rama and Ramesh? They basically carries a weak link. They have the direct link and strong link, but somehow they are associated. Somehow they are associated because from Ramesh to Rama, one path is going on. One path is going on. It is a long one, but not a short one. But they are associated, but not connected to each other. This is the important point, and this is the main funda of the social media. How it works. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Now, if 50 students are there, they are in an isolated way, each having three friends, each starting to make the three friends, then we will connect. So they have the direct friendship. And believe me or not, if everyone will do like that, then this type of happening will be there. Then entire network, entire graph will be made. Entire graph will be made, and all will be connected to each other. And you can identify there will be some path between each and every one, not directly connected, but connected to the different nodes. Okay, so how this is how social media works. Is that clear? Up to this, any doubt? Up to this, any doubt? Varun, Wang, okay, clear. This is the connected network. This is the connected network. You can identify there is a path in every, and it will be. Can it be always true? One challenging situation can also be there. If in a class, two rows are there. Two rows are there. In one row, 25 number of boys are there. In another row, 25 number of girls are there. They are connected. Boys are connected to each other. Girls are connected to each other. But they are not in conversation with each other. They are not in a conversation with each other. Then it will be connected or not? It will be connected or not? Just like a social media account, you have made your FB account or any Facebook social media account, and you lock your account. You made 25 number of friends or some number of friends, and you lock this one. So whether it will be connected to another one, this problem is clear to you or not? Have Are you getting this problem? Whether it is connected or not? 25 number of boys, 25 number of girls in a different rows. They are friends. 24 5 number of boys are friends. 25 numbers of girls are friends, but they are not talking in conversation with each other. That means there is some happening with Rama. Here is some like Priya is there. So can Priya can be known or can heard the voice of Rama about the this one? Can know the point of this one? Have you got this point? Have you understand this problem? Now the problem is 25 number of group 1, 25 number of group 2, total number of 50 participants are there. So these are in isolated form. So they are connected, but they are disconnected from the social media. They are on the social media, but they are not on a. They are on the social media. They are not. They are using the social media app, but they are not on a social media because they are not connected. They are not connected to the social media. Is that clear? Up to this, it is clear. It is a very important concept. Yes, there is no connection between the two groups because these are the boys, these are the girls in a one classroom. They are sitting. Boys are friends, girls are friends, but they are in isolated mode. They don't want to talk, or they have not access to the boys, and the boys have no access to the girls. They are in isolated way. Just like our social media account, we make the Facebook account and simply log this one after entering the 25 number of friends, and I log my profile. That means I am using the social media profile, but I am not on a social media. I'm not enjoying the social media facility. Is that clear? Sarah, it is clear? Have you got? Okay, fine. Now, The answer is possible friendship. How many possible friendship can be there? How many possible friendship can be there? If suppose here Rama is there, here Salma is there, suppose at one particular moment Rama is in conversation with Salma. Some at some moment he finds the opportunity to talk to the Salma, or Salma gets the opportunity to talk with the Rama. Then what happened? How much combination? How many combination can be there? 25 into 25. That means 625 number of combinations can be there. 625 numbers can be there. Okay, 625 possibilities of friendship can be there. Can you imagine the possibility or the power of social media? Have you got my point? It may be one, it may be another group, or some it may be possible, because it is very difficult in actual human psychology. It is very difficult to isolate the persons, to isolate the human brains. Definitely at one particular moment, people will try to talk to each other. Suppose at one weak moment or one opportunity, Rama finds to talk with the Salma. If some hi hello is also only there, then means this Rama enters in the block of Salma and got the opportunity, and conversation will be started. That means one 25 into 25 combination, 625 combination can be there. Okay, 25 into 25, 625 can be there. Okay, then further, this is the question. How do you know? Everyone knows like that. How it works? Suppose Rama talks to the Salma and talks about the Mahesh. Okay, there is some girlfriend of Mahesh is there. This is the message, and he said to the Salma, "Hey, don't convey to anyone." But Salma, there is one friend in Salma's group, say Reshma, about the Mahesh. You don't tell about that. One of my friend tell this one. This is this one. So like that, it will rumor works. Like that, rumor works, or message is spread, just like a fire. Just like a fire. That it is how this social media works. Total possible number of friendships. If 50 faces are there, 50 students are there. How do friendship happen? Is there initially zero? Nobody is friend in the group. Now in this second case, everybody is friend with everybody. In the third case, only two are friends. In a 50 group of 50, only two are friends. Then how many combination can be there? The how many total friendship or the total graph can be there? On 50 nodes are possible. 2 raised to the power 50, choose 2, combination of 2. 2 raised to the power 50, choose 2. Then what it will be, if you calculate with the Google calculator, choose to function, that will be around infinity. This is the example of only 50 participants. So you cannot imagine the power of social media. Whenever you are in social media, that means you are in the ocean of global. That's why I am taking this one. It is quite impossible to hack the social media basically, or the to hack the basically brain in a isolated manner. But whenever you are on the social media, that means you are an open book. You are an open book. Whatever the security measure you have taken, one option is you are isolated one, another one is you are open and anybody can hack you, but you have to take the safety measure. Is that clear up to this? Any doubt? Yeah, Sara, Varun ji, Mohan ji. Okay, clear or all clear? Wang, I am making sense. Okay, fine. It is the most important concept, and it is the only concept for today's lecture. Okay, this is the thing that I want to discuss. If you understood this one, that means I have got 50% mark. So what about this 2 raised to the power 52, much, much, much more than the 2 raised to the power 200. The number of atoms, this much is the atoms in the universe. So that tends to basically towards the infinity. Now I think it is clear. Now come to the our main topic, main PPT. Mm, Now you are getting this PPT. I've just simply switch over the PPT. So I think this problem is solved. What is social engineering? Social engineering is a type of cyber attack, act, attempt to retrieve the sensitive information by manipulating the people into the providing sensitive data, account credentials, or granting access to the networks or system. Threat actors track your digital footprint to much information about this one. They then craft journal and share campaigns by playing on our emotions. This one I think it is already clear to all of you. Social engineering is recognized. Mr. Krishna already shared the recording of daily basis. So today's recording will also be shared, and study material also I will share. Psychology book if you require I will share this one. So this is the social engineering attack. Suppose I am the target, you are the hacker. You are the hacker, I am the target. So what you will see I am little bit different from the common. There will be a one thing that I will open the room for you. It is there. It is there. Okay, always you will always remember you will open the room. You will open the room for the hacker. You will left some loose point through which hacker will enter. Is that clear? These targeted attackers will develop sophisticated social engineering campaigns by collecting freely available information online. It may be through a company's website or a LinkedIn profile. We are living in the era of ocean of data. Website or the internet means ocean of data. It is you, what type of data you want basically. If you want to access me, so you will go to my LinkedIn profile, you will go to the Facebook, you will identify through the ALTTC website or so many others, and then you can with the little bit of labor or the hard work you can identify or you can gather the information regarding me. The short answer is yes, social engineering is here to stay. Threat actors will continue to do what works if it's the easiest way in and the rewards outweigh any potential risk, then the attacks will continue. In addition, some people just don't care. They care about the business, the security, or the whose reckless actions might impact. Threat actors will take advantage of this. And these are, I think, common. Endpoint detection, response, antivirus, these things are there. This is a social attacker. Okay, employee, he will target her or him. Okay, collect. Okay, this he or she is the target. He or she is on target. What you feel? If you are a social attacker, he is on the target. No, she or he is not on the target. Target is the network, because nowadays I have earlier in the very beginning class I have already told, okay, today we are living in the era of cyber terrorism and ransomware. That's why it is important. But one loose point I will, this hacker will search, and it may be a he or it may be a she. Okay, but before hacking this one, his or her brain will be used. Before that, little bit knowledge of his habitual behavior will be, or her behavior will be necessary, and that is the social engineering. Is that clear? Up to this it is clear? Any doubt so far? Sarah, Wang? Okay, fine. Phishing attack, I think everybody knows. Phishing refers to an attack that is usually sent in the form of link embedded within a mail. I think everybody knows. I'm not going in a voice phishing. Voice phishing. One thing I want to add inside one. This is not a new concept. Okay, I think in 2001, first case of voice phishing basically identified. Phishing attempt, phishing friend to trick victims into the giving of sensitive information over the phone. In most cases, the attacker strategically manipulates human emotions such as fear, sympathy, greed in order to accomplish their communication. If someone irritates you over a phone call, my question to Sarah, if someone irritates, suppose I am a insurance agent and I call you and ask for the take the insurance policy. You simply reply, no, I don't require. But another after 2 or 3 minutes, again I will call you and regularly try to irritate you. And what you will do? What you will do? Sarah, have you got my question? What you will do? Basically, you will irritate and you will enter in a anger mood. Basically, you will switch over. You will not answer. You will. It is a good one, but definitely they are much smarter than you. Okay, they are much smarter. They will try to do something, do something, simply say abuse or simply say lucrative messages or something like that. You will 2 or 3 seconds or 10 seconds, you will uh, uh, you will communicate, block the number. But if it is a machine, if it is a bot, then blocking the number is not a solution, someone. Okay, it is not a repeating time. Okay, these are basically machines. They are fakingly generate the number in infinite times. They will call. Is basically what I want to be. It is a phishing attack. Okay, in case of AI, in terms of AI, today we are living in the artificial intelligence era. What it will do? It will collect the sample from your voice and it will generate the speech of you more accurately up to 99.99%, and horribly you cannot imagine where and in what terms it can be used. Is that clear? Is that clear? This is the most recent attack that is observed nowadays in case of social engineering. Is that clear? Yeah, I think no need to discuss about that. Everybody knows about that. Sarah, it is clear up to this. Wang, it is clear. That means whenever you are irritating or somebody wants to irritate you over a phone call, and whenever you are in conversation for some duration, that means you are leaving your voice sample to that. You are living in the era of AI. Okay, be aware about that. Just simply say sorry, yes or no. That much is enough. Okay, that much is enough for that particular call. Sorry, yes or no. Simply, none other else. Simply cut the call. It is my suggestion. It is not written anywhere. It is my suggestion. Social engineering is involved in over 90% of all cyber attacks. That's why it is taking a shape. It is most important nowadays. I think it's not necessary. Material I will share. One thing important. Agreeableness, extraversion are the two important vulnerable personality types of the social engineering. Agreeable people tend to be more willing to share the information. That means if someone calls to Wong to offer, say, this one, to offer the insurance policy, and he is interested, then he will leave each and everything information, whether he will take this or not, but it will, he will basically leave all the information regarding this to that particular person. That means it is a vulnerability. Extra version means out of spoken, simply call is there, then automatically started, no, I have this one, my father has this one, my wife has this one, my mother has this one. That means this type of information is also a vulnerable. Simply say yes, no, sorry, thank you. Another, at this moment you are listening my voice, listening everything, you are enjoying the reading, but it is a fact that people forget 90% of what they learned after 1 month. After 1 month, it is also a fact. Up to this, it is clear. Okay, this is the cycle, social engineering cycle. I think everybody knows up to this. I have discussed already. Real versus fake. Okay, this is real, this is the fake. We have entered in the world of deep fake. Deep neural network to identify the real or fake, that is the deep fake. Okay, that can be identified. Okay, we have the 16,000 points over the face, and with the help of OpenCV and some other so many libraries in the Python and other programming languages, it can be identified. It can be identified. This is how modern AI works: a simple input layer, hidden layer, output layer. Okay, I will discuss AI more little bit about the modern AI in some other lecture. So this is basically a military, or you can say just like a, we want to calibrate from the human brain. Inside the human brain also we have the neurons, and we will basically, we want accuracy in the AI with the, as compared to the human intelligence or the human brain. This is the benchmark data, extracting features from the call, feed features to neural network, and then make the decision. Here entire AI will come into the existence. Okay, that means we will show to the network, AI based network or AI, the image, and it will predict it is a dog. Like that, human emotions can be predicted: sad, happy, or anger. It can be predicted. It can be input image, face detection, crop and normalization, convolution neural network, or whatever it may be you use, and simply it will form, it will show the output in the form of angry, fear, happy, neutral, like that. This is this is all about. This is all about whether you are constructor, whether you are destructor, all about the human brain. Is that clear up to this? Any doubt? Are you getting what I'm delivering? Okay, fine. Varun, now I am taking the 2 or 3 cases study. One I have already shared on the WhatsApp group. All of you have read this one. This case study that I have shared last night on the WhatsApp. I have shared one case study, one story, brief story in the WhatsApp last night. Have you read this one? After this, I will take this case study. One story is there. Just read it with me and try to understand this. Simply following one of the higher writer is writing this one. He is a social hacker. He is a social hacker. Simply following one of the higher ups and target company for a day or two showed me that he stopped the company CEO. Okay, company CEO or vice president stopped for a coffee every morning at the same time. Since I was aware of a 7:30 a.m. coffee stop at the local coffee shop, I could plan a meeting. He would sit for 30 to 35 minutes, read the paper, and drink a medium cafe latte. If I enter the shop about 3 to 5 minutes after he sits down, I order the same drink as he. I sit down and next to him in the shop. I look over as he places one section of the paper down and ask whether I can read the paper he is done with. Having already picked up a paper on the way, I knew that page 3 contained an article about a recent murder in the area. After acting as if I just read it, I say out loud, even in these small towns, things are scary nowadays. You live around here. Now, at this point, the target can blow me off, or if I played my cards right, my body language, vocal tone, and appearance will put him at ease. He says, yeah, I moved in a few years back for a job. I like small towns. Just read carefully, like small towns, but you hear this more and more. I continue, I am just traveling through the area. I sell high-end business consulting services to large companies and always enjoy traveling through the smaller towns, but I seem to hear more and more of these stories even in the rural areas. Then in a very joking tone, I say, you don't happen to be a big wig in a large company that needs some consulting, do you? He laughs, he laughs, it's off, and then, as I just challenged him to prove his worth, says, well, I am a VP of finance at XYZ Corporation, and here locally, what I don't handle that department. What do you feel? How much? What author or writer is doing here? What what he wants to say up to this? Are you getting this story or not? Up to this, what he wants to say? Tara, Mohan, Mohanji, what basically author wants in this? Basically, author or writer is a social hacker, and simply, yeah, definitely, Mohanji, you have got the point. Slowly getting, he basically enters in a conversation phase to the completely odd man or completely unknown man. Yeah, yeah, definitely wrong, definitely wrong. Then this one, hey, look, I am not trying to sell you something, just enjoy coffee, but if you think I can stop by and leaving you some information tomorrow or Wednesday. This is where the story gets interesting, as he says, well, I would, but I am heading out of for a much needed vacation on Wednesday. But why don't you mail it to me and I will call you? He then hands me a card going somewhere warm and sunny. I hope I ask this knowing that I am probably getting close to my point where I need to cut it off. Taking the wife on a cruise south, I can tell he does not want to tell me where, which is fine. So he shakes hand and parts away. This is the personal information he gets. Then now in a small conversation, what author gets valuable in his direct number when he is leaving for vacation, what type of vacation, what and that he is local, the name of the his company, his title in his company, that he recently relocated. Okay, this much of information in a brief conversation he gets. Now to launch the next part of the attack, I can his direct line the day after he supposed to be gone and ask for him, only to be told by his receptionist, sorry, Mr. Smith is on vacation. Can I take a message? Excellent, this information is verified. Now all I need to launch is the final phase. What he will do in a final phase, which means dressing up in a suit and taking my $9 business card to his office. I enter, sign in, and tell the receptionist I have an appointment with Mr. Smith at 10 a.m. To which he replies, he is on vacation. Are you sure it is today? I show true surprise. What is true? Was this week? I thought he left next week. Now this statement is vital. Why? I want the appointment to be believable and I want the receptionist to trust me by proxy by stating I know about his rules. This must mean Mr. Smith and I have had intimate conversation enough. So I know this itinerary, but my helplessness, Alex, pity, and right away the secretary comes to my, oh, I am sorry, don't want to call his assistant. Do you want to call his assistant? I said no, replied, and I really wanted to leave some information with him. How about this? I will just leave it with you and you can give it to him when he gets back. Then actual gist comes here, suspense comes here. We reached in the climax of this story. Thank you. Look, I am going to crawl out of here, but before I do, can I just use your bathroom? I know that I normally would be buzzed but I hope the combination of my repo by helplessness and their pity will lead to success, and it does. USB key with a malicious payload on it. I do this in one install and only, and also in the hallway by a break room to increase my chances and hope that the person that finds one of them is curious enough to insert it into their computer. In that case, one thing also there. So what I will do, while in the bathroom, I place an envelope in one install. On the cover and of the envelope, I put a sticker that says private. Inside the private envelope is a USB key with a malicious payload on it. I do this one install and also in the hallway by a break room to increase my chances and hope that the person that finds one of them is curious enough to insert it to their computer. In that case, what basically a user, a social hacker desire is that receptionist PC is on the hack, on the threat. What do you say, Sarah? If I am saying receptionist personal computer is on the thread, is it right? He is doing such much of Reiki and such much of so much of this work for getting the information from receptionist PC, or some other aim is there. What you feel, Wang? Basically, network is on the thread. Network is on the thread. Whether it is a AI, whether it is in person, we require some touch point. We require some touch point. Without touch point, it is not possible for us. It is not possible for us to basically get the information. So that's why to achieve that touch point, author makes author have to do such a work to get the things. Is that clear? Is that clear? This story is clear. This story is clear. This story is clear. Sarah, Wang. Okay. And we are connected to the social media with this much of information. Can you cannot imagine how can we, how much can be a blunder can be happen. Okay, so this type of social hacking can be done. This type of social hacking can be done. Now, um, can anyone of you help me? I have shared one story last night. Okay, little bit about my dream. If you have read this one twice, can you write 10 things about me from this? What type of person I am? What type of person I am? What is going on in my mind as a social hacker? I am a target. I am a target. Somewhere you have find this information. This information you have find, and now it is your task. After that, I will conclude the session. Now it is your task. Can you share 10 points? Tara, Varun, Wang, please help me. Can you help me? Please write down 10 points about me. 10 features. Basically, AI also requires the features, feature extension as an input. So can you identify 10 features about me from this story? Are you getting what I want to say? What I desire? Sara, Mohanji, Varun, Wang. Yes, come on, one by one. From this story, can you characterize me? Can you build up? You are a social hacker. I am a target. You have got information from my Facebook account, suppose. Okay, from my Facebook. Now it's your turn. You desire to hack. You desire to hack. You want to assess this story. So how much information you can get? Only 10 points I require. What type of person I am? Okay, first point is what type of person I am. Please write. Yeah, be quickly. I think you have read. At least once you have read. So what type person you can I am? Mohanji, are you getting my voice? Yeah, it's spiritual. Okay, fine. Good. Another one. Very good. Rose saying spiritual, definitely. Highly spiritual. I am correcting this one, highly spiritual by this story. Okay. Then another point. I am a technical person because I am discussing about the metaverse. That means little bit about that. I am very well versed about the metaverse. Okay. Yeah, this is also a point. I love my father because in a dream, I am dreaming about my father and his friend, that is Mr. Pochi. Another thing is, what next? Sarah, from your side, one answer. Wrong. Okay, so many things are there. I love my father, and further, one interesting thing is fast food lover. It was not mentioned, but definitely it is there. It is there. You are from China, from Gentle. Okay, okay, yeah. I have visited in 2008 China during my training in Jetty University regarding the Indian. I stayed there for a month, and I love the Chinese food. Okay, very much. In Shenzhen, I was there. Okay, it is lovely place, and people are also very friendly. It is my experience. Okay, come to the topic. So one thing is also there. One thing is also there. I have discussed about the event. That means some event is also going on. Some family function is also going on in my family in a nearby within a month. Okay. Another one is in these hardly one paragraph of a story, lot of information I have here. Another one is I have association with Mr. Pochi family. Okay, through my father. Okay, I have not in a direct relation with Mr. Pochi. but okay, another is there is one function is going on in this one, and further I have my family's direct relation with Mr. Pochi, with Mr. Pochi, and Mr. Pochi is also a spiritual one. He loved me. Okay, he loves me a lot through my father, and definitely I am in a spiritual world, and I am discussing about the this children basically refers like an angel, and it is this was a kingdom of Almighty, and in lastly I was thinking about the metaverse. Okay, metaverse. That means I am a technical person. I am somehow related to the metaverse. Okay, in my official assignment or non-official assignment, that means I am in connection with the metaverse nowadays. And what is the last point? What is the last important point? I am a lazy because at 8 a.m. I woke up and suddenly I see the time. It is at 8 a.m. I need to go to the office also. I need to take the bath also. I need to take the prayer session also. So have you got this thing? Wang, do you agree with my assessment? Sarah, have you got this point from these one paragraph? This much of information I have left, and with the help of your knowledge, manually also, you can plan or design a hacking towards me over the social media. You will definitely send a friend request to me whenever, or friend to friend request you can generate directly. Direct link also you can be connected with me, or with the friends indirectly also you can connect it to me, and definitely whenever connection will be there, you will be connected to me. Definitely you will send a attack or threat to me, and it can be possible that I will be in a trap of yours. So this type of things can be there, and with the help of AI, automatically it will extract the things, and 2 raised to the power 50, these two type of things will be there. That means one paragraph can send the infinite number of information with the help of artificial intelligence. And according to them, if we are the loose link, anything can be, anything can happen. Okay, Sarah. Okay, no issue. You have got the concept. This was my aim. This was my aim, basically. So this was that's in keeping in mind to share the knowledge. That's why I have shared the this story. I will share 2 or 3 stories or more in WhatsApp group, and it is requested to all of you. So please assess this one for the practice point of view only. Now we are moving towards further. This I will share. Second, this is the second case study. Having a few hundred megabytes of data and pictures is great, but when you start reviewing it, how do you train yourself to review them? Think of the data in a way that has a maximum impact. It is a totally a psychology. That means you should be very well about the human psychology. Human psychology. So that is the main thing. And that I have discussed. WhatsApp story. Through the website only you can have the access of different type of information, what they do, their products, the products, physical locations, job openings, contact numbers, biographies, support forum, email, naming, and so many times company employees will be a part of the same forum, hobby list, or social media sites. If you find one employee or LinkedIn or Facebook, chances are what that many more are there as well. Trying to gather all that data can really help a social engineer profile the company as well as the employees. Many employees will take about their job title in their social media outlets. This can be helpful a social engineer to profile how many people may be in a department and how the departments are structured. So like that we can get the information. I think this much is sufficient. These are the six sense basically. For analyzing the data, we need to access this five God gifted senses we have: sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. All senses we should use. Can anybody tell what is the another sixth sense? I'm little bit spiritual, that's why I'm asking to you. What is the sixth sense? And this also helps in the analysis of social data. Yeah, Sarah, can you tell me what is the sixth sense? Sixth senses? Yes. No, it is quite difficult. Women's intuition is very difficult, but intuition for anything can be easy one. Okay, intuition, definitely intuition. Okay, women's intuition, it is a little bit challenging, but intuition is there. Definitely, it is intuition. Very difficult to identify. Okay, and definitely we all have the God gifted power because we are synchronized from the one single source, that is the super intelligence. We can say whatever we have made, artificial intelligence or whatever the things, all are synchronized by the super intelligence. They are directly connected to our mind or the brain. Definitely intuitions are there. And one important thing I'm leaving, in the heart also we have some neurons. Okay, it is a misconception. You can search out in the on the Google also, or search engine also. It is a connection that it is a one thing is there, only neurons we have in the brain. No, we have in the heart also. Okay, to decode the intuition, to decode the intuition. And I think I have discussed this one. What do you feel about this photo? He is happy or in anger? Frustrated. Okay, but my view is it is a before laughing stage. It may be anger. After that, he can laugh. So there are so many. There is no fixed thing is there. No fixed is there. So human intelligence, what I mean to say, human intelligence at some point is stuck at one particular moment. But in another side, AI can easily find out. AI can easily find out the human emotions or human behavior by this one. Up to some point. Up to some point. So like that. What is written here? What is written here? FedEx. Yeah, definitely. But you have not observed this arrow. This is the human brain. Intelligence are different ones. Now coming to the end of this today's session. Here I will take in some another lecture. We have entered regarding the AI ethics. I think Wang have discussed raised this question. Ethics. This one we have to learn work with our colleagues in robot form. Okay, some people still behave just like a robot, but inside that it will be actual robot. Okay, it can be a threat. Then, as in earlier PPTs also we have seen, am I a person or a thing? Like a human rights, robot will also ask for a robot site in a very nearby future. Always the what will be a solution? Always be a solution oriented, not be a constant. Okay, always be a solution. What are challenges? Whatever maybe the challenges you face in the life, always believe, hope and faith. These are the two ornaments gifted from the Almighty. That with the help of these ornaments, you can, or weapons, you can say, with the help of this, you can come out from any challenge or any situation, worst situation. You see this.
I am Esther and this is my ability. I am Aaron is my ability.
Okay, forget about the disability, always accept the ability. Okay, my 14-year son is the autistic one. I really faces the challenges in my daily life routine. So, but somehow come out with the situation with the hope and the faith. And that's why I have shared, be a technology oriented, be a solution oriented, and be a good soul. And before that, always smile. And again, in the last, who am I always, you know about me. I am a soul, you can say, wrapped in a human skin and synchronized with the super intelligence that is blessed by the Almighty. It may be Allah, God, or Christian, Jesus, or Ishwar. So it may be anyone, but for me, it is a oneness. So by this, you can connect it to me with this information. You can WhatsApp me. You have my number. You can mail me. You can anytime you can connect me. And thank you because you are the part of the universe. You are the universe. So thank you, universe. If you have any doubt, we can discuss. Have you liked this today's session? Have it was informative or not? Okay, please share your feedback in the WhatsApp group also. And if you require the psychology book, then also request on the WhatsApp group. I will share because it don't come in the curriculum. So that's why I can share if you request on the WhatsApp group. And please share your feedback, valuable feedback, whether it is positive or negative in the WhatsApp group also. It will help us to basically make the things better. And thank you all of you. I always feel happy, just like a global village, my brother and sisters are there on the another side. I am very happy from nowadays, from last 3 days. I am interacting with you. I will take some other lectures also during this discussion. And whenever you have any doubt, you can ask me in a WhatsApp group. In any lecture, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in a WhatsApp group. This promise I require from your side. Don't be in a doubt on the day by day basis. At this particular moment in the evening, you can ask to me in a WhatsApp group personally also, or in a WhatsApp group also, it will be beneficial for all. Okay, this promise I require from this one. Thank you, Wang. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Mohanji. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Please share your feedback in a WhatsApp group. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.